the vice president reaffirmed that her campaign will continue to engage with those communities. Okay. Now, she said that she would engage with those communities. I don't see any indication, as they said, that she said she was going to consider an arms embargo on Israel. And I saw so many of the people who were chastising those who were upset with Kamala Harris's reaction. They were touting that very statement, that they had already met with her and she said that she was going to consider, or she indicated that she would consider, an arms embargo in order to shame those people and to say, well, you had no business protesting against your families being murdered. So immediately, right after these arguments for Kamala Harris were put out there, let's get into what actually ended up happening as a result. So here we go. Phil Gordon, who is the assistant to the president and national security advisor to Kamala Harris, he immediately put out this statement on her behalf. The VP has been clear. She will always ensure Israel is able to defend itself against Iran and Iran-backed terrorist groups, meaning Hamas. She does not support an arms embargo on Israel. She will continue to work to protect civilians in Gaza and to uphold international humanitarian law. Okay, so basically, they're saying that that was bullshit. Immediately. Why? Because the power of the Israeli lobby is that powerful. And the problem that I have with the way that this has been handled is there have been so many people that I respect, who have been standing with a sense of integrity and courage, speaking out against the siege on all of those innocent civilians in Gaza. We are watching the greatest number of humanitarian violations, I think, in my lifetime. And yet, all of those people who made a plausible genocide a red line for them, they automatically just grew amnesia and they totally forgot everything and flipped a complete 180 the moment Kamala Harris was announced for the presidential nomination. What does that say about you? And then for you to shame the people whose actual families, the people whose community is being destroyed and mass murdered, to chastise those people, to demonize them for using their voices the same way that you all use your voices in your uncommitted movement, but now we've defaulted to now is not the time? Are you serious? Is this what we're doing now? This sounds like some fake revolutionary shit. Because at the end of the day, how can you stand on a moral high ground and then in the next breath throw all of your support behind someone unconditionally who has done nothing more than parrot all of the exact same talking points of Joe Biden throughout his entire administration? This is the Biden-Harris administration. So it's like, why delude yourselves into thinking that Kamala Harris will be any different than Joe Biden on this issue?